Argentina, and specifically Enzo Fernandez, who's been painted as the main culprit, are in deep waters after the France Football Federation lodged an official complaint to FIFA about their chant, deeming it as racist and discriminatory. Basically, the chant was sang after Argentina won the Copa America during their celebrations, and Enzo Fernandez has actually officially released a public apology since the aftermath, and the video where while they were on Instagram Live, I think, went viral. Now, the interesting thing is that Enzo Fernandez actually has French teammates at Chelsea who have seemingly taken offense and unfollowed Enzo Fernandez on Instagram. Axel Disasi, Gusto, and Wesley Fofana have all unfollowed Enzo on Instagram, and specifically Wesley Fofana called it out with his post and his tweet saying that this is racism on Twitter. It already looks like Chelsea's new coach will have a lot to deal with, because at the end of the season, last season, Chelsea finished the season a little bit strong in their better form, and Enzo is a huge part of Chelsea's squad and whatever they're trying to achieve. He's a 30 million rand transfer. You can't necessarily bench him too much, and he signed a very long-term contract, almost like a prison sentence of 7 years or something like that. But yeah, Wesley Fofana has also been injured for majority of last season, but this is the season now in 2024 where we'd normally expect them to share the same pitch. As well with Gusto as well, who's been a prominent figure at right back with Reece James injury problems, as well as Axel Disasi in defense. So these people will be definitely sharing a pitch. So how is Chelsea going to deal with that? That's interesting. But the first point of order, I think a good thing, a positive, is he's actually issued out an apology. The situation has definitely not gone down well in the football world. There's been a lot of backlash, a lot of criticism, and a lot of outrage by fans specifically about the racist or discriminatory chant. That's seemingly what it is. And if you look at it, at first, initially, I thought maybe it's not necessarily too bad, because I heard they were just saying that, the French players, they are taking a shot at the French players because the French players are not born in France. They're actually born in Africa. And I didn't think that it's maybe a shot specifically at African or black people, simply because France and Argentina have a rivalry. France beat Argentina on their route to the World Cup 2018 final and winning the trophy. And then Argentina beat France in the World Cup final in 2020. And France also had chants against Argentina and their players. And it looks like Argentina have now fired back. But the question is, did they cross the line, right? So it's all good and well if it's all in the spirit of banter, but if you are then maybe crossing the line and saying some really, really discriminatory stuff, then that is not acceptable, right? So yeah, I don't know what you think of the situation. Lots of people are saying that no, the French started it. The French were not called racist when they did their little chants, and it's actually maybe true, because most of the French players are actually born in Africa and not necessarily French. So is that just maybe saying that the French are not as united or not as born and bred as Argentinians are, and we are looking too deep with it? That is the question to ask for the fans, but clearly it hasn't gone down well. And unfortunately, it now seems that Wesley Fofana has been subject to a lot of backlash and attacks on his personal social media as well. People calling him racist or things like that under his comments, and that's simply because he called the situation out. And some people are springing to the defense of Enzo Fernandez and the defense of Argentina, unfortunately. I don't know, I personally don't think he should be attacked. I think now that's also crossing the line. I don't think it has to be that personal where they now starting to attack people who have a different opinion and see things differently. They're saying maybe he's playing the victim too much, but yeah, I'm not so sure. People are able to take offense at some things that other people are doing, and we should have a healthy conversation about it, discuss it, and people should talk. Now, it also should be said that Messi and other players were not on the bus. Not everyone was on the bus. Messi is confirmed that actually he was at home, and but people are still calling for Messi to release a statement as the Argentina captain, and I actually agree with that. The problem is when things like this happen, it can catch a lot of fire very quickly, and the fire can spread, and now they can find old clips of maybe similar behavior that supports a specific narrative, such as this video here by Enzo Fernandez seemingly not wanting to give his shirt to an African or a black boy, rather but at the same time, it's not good. It's not looking good right now for Enzo Fernandez and for Argentina. And I should say that Enzo has since issued out an apology, but these are very serious allegations that we are putting forward, and yeah, we need to be careful with that. But at the same time, if something is wrong, we need to call it out. So we'll wait for the outcome of the complaint that has been officially launched by the France Football Federation against Argentina. I don't know what your opinion is. Please let me know. I'll see you in the next video. Please subscribe. Bye bye.